Welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Stef and I'm the Psychic Soul Alignment Coach. And I appreciate you tuning in today because today is the weekly energy reading for October 12th through October 18th. So I normally do these weekly energy readings on my Facebook business page on Mondays and then upload them here to YouTube on Tuesdays. But that didn't happen this week because yesterday it was really hard for my brain to focus. And I think I know why now. But yeah, we're getting around to it today. So if you are a usual viewer from Facebook and you're catching this on YouTube, please let me know that you caught this on YouTube by dropping a comment in the comments below, letting me know that you caught this and how this message resonated with you this week. And if you enjoy this weekly energy reading and you haven't yet connected with me via my other social media accounts, be sure to follow me on Facebook and Instagram, and even consider joining my Facebook community if you feel called to be part of an amazing high vibe tribe that's full of people wanting to just reach their potential and make the world a better place. The links to my community as well as my social media accounts are in the description of this video, okay? So let's get into today's weekly energy reading. I just tuned in and asked my guides what the message this week was really all about. And I got resiliency. That's like the focus this week. And initially I didn't understand, but what they explained was like this week we're going to be like tested, okay? So take that in whatever way that speaks to you. I personally don't feel like the universe tests us. I personally believe and teach my clients that we test ourselves. It's things that we want to put ourselves through, basically, to learn and to grow and evolve. And the universe just provides the energy behind creating the situations, the circumstances, the things that will allow for us to experience those things that we want to experience to be able to evolve and grow and ascend and all that jazz, right? That's what I believe. That's what I teach. Take that if it resonates with you, but take this however it speaks to you. But I had no other word to describe what they said to me other than we're being tested this week. Okay, this means that there's going to be certain, lessons and situations and things showing up this week that test us on many different levels. And they're testing us to see if we're learning certain lessons, if we're ready to finally conclude those lessons, if we're ready to manifest those things that we want, if we're ready to be who we really want to be and who we've been in the process of becoming and that kind of thing. And so we're going to be tested in these ways to see if we are effectively learning those lessons, we are effectively choosing our manifestations, we are effectively choosing to be who we really want to be, etc. Right? And it's interesting because initially I didn't understand why this was a message, but then I opened up my calendar after I got done channeling and I saw that I had made a note that Mercury retrograde begins today, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know. I don't know a whole lot about astrology. I'm learning about it this year. But supposedly that's what I have in my calendar. So we're going to go with that because if that's true, then that explains why we're being quote unquote tested, because when Mercury retrograde happens, there's miscommunication, there's delays and setbacks and challenges and certain things happen during these times that we have to learn to navigate with grace, right? So that would make sense as to why we have this message this week, right? But what I want everyone to know and understand is that regardless of whatever might be showing up for you this week or what has been showing up for you recently, or even if certain things that you've been dealing with get amplified in some kind of way this week, I want you to understand that these are all just opportunities that you're being given to rise up, to step into a new level of you. You either get to choose, always, you choose whether you want to retreat back into your comfort zone, you want to retreat back into smallness, you want to retreat back to the old version of you. If you want to go back to that when you're presented with these challenges, these situations, or if you're going to step up and you're going to, rise up to the challenge, you're going to push through, you're going to show up in this higher way. And in doing so, you're going to allow yourself to have these breakthroughs or allow yourself to actually powerfully manifest, right? So this is what this week is doing, is we're being given opportunities to show up to a much higher degree or stay back, right? And that's sometimes what we need, is we need that friction. We need those quote unquote tests or those challenges or whatever to show us hey, how are we going to handle this? Are we going to handle this from this new version of ourselves or from the old self? Are we going to handle this from a place of being in our power or from a place of powerlessness? Are we going to handle this from a place of abundance or from a place of scarcity? How do we want to handle this? right? How do we want to deal with this? So that's the opportunity this week. And for those of you who choose to push through the challenge, because resiliency has all to do, I don't have like the dictionary definition up right now for myself to read, but resiliency is like, you keep going at things even though it's tough. You keep moving and you don't give up, and you triumph in spite of that, right? And that really shows you like what you're made of. That really shows you what you truly believe. That really shows you like who you really are when you triumph in spite of the difficulties, right? It shows you how powerful you are. And so this week, as we're experiencing these tests or these challenges or whatever they may be, trying to keep us back, we have to like be resilient. We have to push through that. And for those of you that choose to push through, for those of you who choose to persevere and move forward in spite of whatever's going on, and you choose to the best of your ability to rise up and step into your power and handle things like a boss, and you choose, you know, this new version of you, you choose your manifestation, you choose abundance, you choose the lifestyle that you want, your purpose, whatever it is, and you choose that. For those of you that choose to do this and you push through, you're going to allow yourself to break free from certain blockages, barriers, fears, etc. And we'll have the potential to see like great results this week because of that, right? And when I asked like, okay, so why are we being tested here? Like, what's going on here, universe? Why is this coming up? The reason is that there have been people that have been steadily like plugging away and doing their best to align themselves with more of who they truly are, more of their power, more of what their desires, and they've been steadily moving through it, right? Just kind of like a goat or something going up a hill. Like I'm thinking of Capricorn right now, just like going one step at a time, going to the top of the mountain and whatever. But there's still a little bit left to go before you can have that manifestation, before you can have that, you know, definitive shift into this new version of yourself, before you can fully learn that lesson, whatever it is that you've been going through. There's still a little bit left, right? And so that's why resiliency is important, because you need to know that even though these things are showing up for you, don't get discouraged, you know, especially if you've been plugging away. Like I said, you've been steadily doing the inner work and moving forward to the best of your ability. Don't get discouraged and be like, oh, nothing I'm doing is working. Oh my God, like I should just give up and throw in the towel because, I'm dealing with this crap now. That's how I feel sometimes. I'm like, come on, can I get a break here? It's life, people, it's life. But like don't give up. I totally understand, you know, in those moments we want to quit and we're just like, I'm done with this, universe, throwing my hands up in the air, throwing the papers, let Jesus take over the wheel, I'm sick of this. I don't know what's going on today. Maybe it's like the energies here in the elementals or something, the fairies or something. They got my joy, like my levels of joy, like really, really high or something. And I'm transmitting that to you via this video. Let me know in the comments below if you're receiving this joy. But seriously, don't throw in the towel. Don't quit. You know, I know that when we're going through these things that they kind of take us aback, or they throw like wrenches in our plans or whatever it is, and we're like, what the crap, you know? And we get frustrated. We're at that point where we just want to like stop, you know, and just quit. But keep going. Hang in there. You got this. Okay? This is this opportunity that like quote unquote like makes or breaks you. And this is the opportunity for you to be like, no, screw that. You're not getting me. Okay? I will not be discouraged. I will push through, you know, because there's a fine balance of masculine and feminine energy. Like I teach my clients how to discern for themselves when they need to lean more onto the masculine or the feminine, when it's necessary to push through and when it's necessary to surrender. Because there is a fine balance there. It's not always one or the other. And you have to be able to have such a deep connection to yourself to really discern which of the energies is appropriate. And it seems like this week, you know, depending on who you are, you're going to either have to choose to push through in the sense of stepping into more of that masculine energy and being like, I will not be discouraged. I will succeed. I will triumph in the end. I'm doing this. And this is what it is. And you show up from this place of personal power. Or you might need to lean more into that divine feminine energy and surrender. But have that deep knowing inside of you, like, I got this. Like, I'm winning. I've already overcome this. I'm on the other side of this, and I'm just leaving it up to the universe and just surrendering and just leaving. But either way, depending on what you require in your journey, it's still an energy of choosing to move through things, either through surrender or through moving forward powerfully. You have to discern what is appropriate for you in your specific journey. I can't tell you what that is, right? But it's about choosing to be resilient and to move through this and know that you will triumph, okay? To know that these difficulties, challenges, setbacks, etc., they're showing up to help you step into your power. And how are you going to step into your power? Okay? How are you going to step into your power around that? What do you need in those moments to really step into your power to win in the end, right? And that you can use the challenges, the setbacks, whatever is going on for you this week that is really like quote unquote testing you, use it to your advantage. Use it to align yourself with more of who you really want to be, with the manifestations that you desire, with your purpose, with your abundance, with choosing to learn those lessons, whatever it may be for you. Because what my guide said is like, some of you who are especially like at this peak, you're at this, what they said is like culmination, I think. I don't know if that's a word in English anymore, because sometimes I invent words in English now. I'm like, I don't know how to speak English anymore. But there's like a culmination, like everything that you've been working on for a really, really long time and you've been moving through and so on. These last few months have been intense. All 2020 has been intense. But like, these last few months especially, we've been working through some major things. And it's like a culmination of all of it. Like all of that is like finally coming together, reach this peak point. And you're ready to transcend that stuff. You're ready to move forward. And what's going to help you, because you have like this last little hurdle to get over before you like move beyond that and set yourself free and fly off or right off into the sunset, And what's going to get you through that last little bit of this hurdle with these challenges, these things that are testing us this week, is resiliency. Is choosing to move through it and not letting it hold you back, keep you down, make you feel small, incapable, keep you in your comfort zone and whatever your old stories are, whatever. Choosing to align yourself with your truth and move in the direction of that, okay? And it's really important that this week you hold strong to your desires. You hold strong to your vision for your life, for your business, for what you want. You hold strong to your truths, whatever your personal truths are. Hold strong to these things inside of you, in spite of whatever's going on around you that's testing you. Don't let those things hold you back. Choose to move forward. Move towards your life. Move towards your success. Move towards your fulfillment. Move towards whatever it is that you're feeling called to move towards. Be resilient. And that's the message for this week. This message had like all kinds of emotions in it, right? We had like me laughing and then like me really serious at the end. But seriously, it's a powerful week. It's a very powerful week. And it's a week for you to really choose to triumph if you make that decision to do so, because it is your choice after all. It is your life. It is your free will. You get to exercise all the time to align yourself with more of what you want or with what you don't want, right? More of the old stuff. So choose to be resilient. Choose to step into your power. Choose to remind yourself that nothing has the power to break you. Nothing has the power to hold you back or keep you down, unless you choose to buy into that, and unless you choose to give your power away to those people, situations, circumstances, whatever it is. Otherwise, you have the power inside of you. Align yourself with that and choose to transcend or move through whatever is coming up for you this week. Literally, you have the power to spin it all around or turn it all around and use it to your advantage as it shows up for you. So when these things, challenges, setbacks, lessons, whatever it is that show up this week that test you, initially you might be triggered. Initially that fear might come up, that scarcity, that smallness, that insecurity, whatever it is might be triggered. But you have to recognize that, have the self-awareness to recognize when that's showing up, and then use it to your advantage to align yourself with more of what you want, to choose to move through and not let the fear or whatever it is to get the best of you and hold you back, and align yourself with your truth, with your vision, with your manifestations, with who you want to be, all that jazz, and move through that. Okay, that's the message this week. I really hope that this has helped you. If it has, my hand got tired. If it has, let me know in the comments below by dropping me a comment, letting me know how this message spoke to you today. Give this video a thumbs up, a like wherever you're watching from. Be sure to subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet already, and hit that bell notification button. Change your settings to all so that you never miss out on a notification from my channel. I also do monthly energy readings here. I did the October energy reading. In case you haven't caught that yet, I would definitely go suggest that you watch that. If you haven't yet, I keep rereading my October energy reading because I channel write these things out. And I've been rereading it every few days. And like every few days, as certain things in my life happen, I'm like, oh, I get it now. It makes sense. Like I'm seeing this all unfold. And I understand it more deeply because of whatever I'm going through, or I've gone through since the last time I read it. So go check out that October energy reading if you haven't yet already. If you have, maybe if you feel pulled to do so, go watch it again, listen to it again, to see how it speaks to you. Then maybe it resonates with you in a completely different manner now, because time has gone on since the last time you watched it and you've gone through things, right? And if you haven't yet signed up for my Soul Aligned Impact program, this is my powerful 12-week program for spiritual entrepreneurs who feel like they're here to do big things in the world, who feel like they're here to help create the new earth. They're here to do entrepreneurship differently, and they're really here to make powerful, massive difference. So if you haven't yet signed up for Soul Aligned Impact, reach out to me via my social media. The description to find me on social media is in the links to find me on social media are in the description of this video. You can find me on Instagram and Facebook. And reach out to me to ask me for more information on Soul Aligned Impact. It starts October 22nd of this month, October. And I would really love to have you come and join me, because it's very life-changing and powerful. I'll put up here testimonials of past clients who took it, so you can go and hear their experiences and how it helped them. And that's basically it. So thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate you. I send you so much love. Have a great, amazing rest of your week, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.